Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we have arrived at the start of another NFL season, the most exciting time of the year. And CD, both of these storied teams we're about to see trying to take a step forward this year. Philadelphia, a lot of optimism there that they can get in the postseason and make some noise. Detroit, of course, we know the story of their franchise. They're just trying to get out of that NFC North basement.
But one thing I know about you, partner, you're extremely empathetic, and you do feel for those Lions fans because they have not had a postseason win to celebrate since 1991. They are excited about the direction the franchise is headed, though. They thought they had a good draft, they love their front office, and they really like their head coach. As for Philadelphia, they made some moves during the draft and in free agency that put them squarely in a position to compete not just for a playoff spot, but to go deep on a good run.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. This will be caught by Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw, here's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. He'll keep it himself. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Rosen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Taken at about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Morris. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Here's Morris off the play fake. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
To throw is Morris on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion left, Robinson. They'll look to throw again. Into the hands of London. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Darvin Kinsey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it will pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Right back to Brown. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Stroud now on second down. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Time for another look at this Lions offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Second and 9. Off play action. Morris. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. In motion right is Robinson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll try and throw for it here. On the move to his left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. In motion left, Robinson. Now Morris on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Darrell Daniels as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Let's go! The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Morris now to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The slot man in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Morris sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Darvin Kinsey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And
under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Darrell Daniels.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On first down, here's Stroud.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Morris. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
As Stroud now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Stroud off the play fake.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space.
This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Lions touchdown. Darrell Daniels with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
This is Brown going up the middle, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Slot man moves right. Morris on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Stroud. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here come the Lions now.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling?
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Stroud to throw it.
And a hook up over the middle to Pryor.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.